Good morning, guys. It's Chris from daxtrader.co.uk. It's Monday, the 9th of October 2017. We've just completed the webinar and we're going to do a quick technical analysis wrap up for today. Before we get started, trading financial markets is risky, involving the risk of losing our invested money. The webinars are provided for educational purposes only. No investment advice is provided. If you decide to enter a trade on the back of these webinars or videos, then please do so entirely at your own risk. Okay, if you're watching this video on YouTube and you have not been on the website that often, then go to daxtrader.co.uk and you will be able to get the daily technical analysis articles for free. If you are already a premium member, just please note that we've changed the website up a little bit. You've got a members page here that you can log into, and if you're not a member, you can read about it here, about Dax Trader Premium. But the members page itself now, when I tidy it up, is going to have everything that you need on there. So it'll have all the screens, it's got the journal, it's got access to the spreadsheet, it's got some of the discounts and videos and bits and pieces on there as well. And it's all ready to go all in one page. The spreadsheet is new. It contains all of the setups which we're looking at the moment for all the different markets, and it includes some scalp trades short term for results as well. There's an indicator table, so you can just sort of see what's going on with the DAX across all the different indicators and time frames at a glance. So if you're at work or not at screens, you can get a quick sense check. All right, so that's there. Please go and check that out. So if we jump straight into the charts then, starting with the TPO. The low volume nodes that have been carved out here for the last sort of week or so have been the most interesting part. We had another one on Friday with double distribution day. The value area was in the top half of that distribution. We've already taken out the point of control and we held above the low volume node this morning as we started to sell off slightly. Entered into a short-term trade on open this morning, which got stopped out at break even. It was risking 7 points for a 6 or 7 to 1 reward to risk. It was a great opportunity, but unfortunately break even. So one of those things. So possible opportunity to retrace back to one of these low volume areas, and there's still an opportunity to buy aggressively. As far as bias is concerned at the moment, we remain bullish above 892, I think was the level. I'll come back to that in a moment. Two choices we have to trade the market at the moment are to be conservative and wait for a confirmation of a minor swing high, and then potentially look to fade this market and follow a minor trend lower, or be aggressive and continue to buy, fully aware of the fact that we are at the top of well, price action history. We're at all-time highs, so it is very aggressive to be a buyer at the moment. Okay, on the 500 tick chart, this is an interesting chart for me. It's an ACR line set pull from the A and B level with a high at the C, expanding a reaction line below here. Price touched it, reacted almost perfectly to it. And if we draw the 50 lines in the middle of this, just so you can see how price reacts, let me just look at that. A couple of peaks caught there, switch back here. It's just very interesting set of lines. So get those drawn out on your chart as well. We were looking at this mirror bar set on the 4-hour chart and thinking that there's a pocket that could have been opened up here. So if we get a test into that level, maybe there's an opportunity to aggressively buy long, as it's assuming it stays above what I'm now considering as the trend defining level, which is the low of these candle sets pairs. And during the webinar, we just pulled together, looking at the 20-minute chart, just trying to map out where the minor swings are. It's starting to get a little bit rangy at the moment, but if we pull a fork from that ABC, then we've got to touch on the median line here. So two options could happen. We either break lower, maybe into that pocket with a potential reaction, or we contract inside the median line and maybe expand through to new highs up here. And this level is interesting for many. It's interesting for buyers to take their profits, and it's interesting for sellers to get short as well. All right, and if we do a quick summary on the other set as well, where are we? So on this one, the daily pivot is going to be down here below the gap. So there's potential reaction there today. That would have been the 968. Right, I'm talking out loud now because during the webinar I had a question about 968. So that's maybe what they were discussing. So yeah, there's an opportunity for an aggressive buy there. However, you just got to heed the warning really. But that will be a close of the gap, and there can often be a reaction there. And we will watch that and see. And that was the trend of finding level marked out here, 892 at that low. All right, so there you have it. That's the summary for the DAX today. As far as the crypto world goes, IOTA and Ripple are what we were looking at this morning. They're the two that I currently hold. The little mini portfolio here that we've been talking about for the last few months was originally started with 2 or maybe 3 Litecoin. I can't remember, $120 odd worth. That has turned into a lot more just by sort of playing the market. But Ripple had a nice rally over the weekend, and that's what I hold quite a few of those on. So may that continue. Gold looks really interesting at the moment as well. That is high on the watch list right now. Really very interested in that one. Oil hasn't quite come down to the level I want, but once it does, that is another one that's going to interest me as well. And I've got a lot of Forex pairs that I'm watching on the watch list this week as well. So there's plenty of opportunity. So let's see what we can do. So that about wraps up what we discussed in the webinar this morning. If you've got any questions, come and send us a message. Come and add me on Telegram. Come and add yourself to the broadcast channel. The link will be in the description of this video below. And you'll be able to access the free daily webinars every morning if you go and click the links that will appear in that broadcast channel at around about 8:25 in the morning each day. And that's it. So on a miserable sort of rainy Monday here in Poole, we're hoping that you have a decent trading day, and we'll catch up with you guys again tomorrow. Take care.